Howdy folks, welcome to another beautiful day out here in West Van. It really is a beautiful day, although it looks a little warmer than it actually is. It was pretty cold still this morning. Any which way, so we had another guy that tried to come and steal stuff from the garage. We had another prowler or a vagabond or whatever the hell you want to call him. Yesterday I'm sitting here it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm sitting working at my desk. And the next thing I get a notification because we've got security cameras up outside. I get a notification that there's some movement in the carport. So I check it out and there's this guy, I'll play the video here. There's this guy walking around, checking the bicycles out and everything. But you can clearly see it's a homeless dude. I mean, he's dressed in like 3 layers of shirts and stuff and he's got his hoodie up. Can't really see his face much, although we did get a shot of his face. Anyway, so I run outside. Well, honestly, I thought it was somebody else. Yeah, I don't know what I thought. Anyway, so I kind of go to the door and I go outside, and as I go out, the guy starts running and I start chasing him down the road up the end there, but I've got my Crocs on and everything. And to be quite honest, I didn't really try to catch him, because what do you do with him if you catch him? You know, you beat him up. The unfortunate reality is that we live in a place in a world where if you go and beat up some homeless guy because he was snooping around your garage, you're going to be in trouble. Worst case scenario, he's carrying a knife or something and he stabs you when you catch him. I mean, he was a skinny dude. I could probably have really taken him down, but still, and it's still, the crazy thing is it bears this question: what's the solution? Because even if I did catch him and I held him here for the cops to come and get him, I mean, they're not going to charge him. They're not going to do anything with him because he didn't actually do a crime. It was just trespassing at the worst, because he didn't get to take anything before I saw him. Secondly, if I catch him and I beat him up, I would probably be the one that gets in trouble. It's like, what do you do? How do you deal with it? Anyway, and then the next question that immediately came up is like, whoa, we've been in this house for 9 months now, and this is the second time that some guy started walking around here. The first time the guy stole the bicycle, and now this one was also in our carport. So suddenly this whole, the main reason we came to Canada was because we were safe and we were broken into and stuff done in South Africa so much. But then again, you have to admit that in South Africa, the guys broke the gates open and broke everything. Here, it's purely, it's just some homeless dude that's strolling around. He's basically just a scavenger. He's just looking for stuff that's easy to carry, or bicycles that's easy to steal and ride. And he just cruises up and down the street. My neighbor's garage was standing open. The other neighbor's garage is standing open. People are not locking up stuff. And I don't think there's actually much of that kind where they would break in. It's mostly just scavengers. And then, of course, I guess the problem is at our old house, we never had a problem, but there was nowhere where they could walk up to, or there was really nothing outside that they could steal. And we didn't have cameras at the old house, so who knows? Maybe they were prowling around and we just never saw them. But then again, the old house was way up the hill, which is very far from any near bus stop, so it would have been a significantly harder walk to go and prowl around there. I guess that's the problem right here where we are right now, is we are on Sentinel Hill, which is, kind of a richer area, except for our old house. And it's really close to Park Royal. It's not very far away from Park Royal, and you've got all these parks around here as well. So the homeless guys and the scavengers come from town on the bus, they jump off at Park Royal, and then they come into the neighborhoods and they come and scavenge. They come and see if they can steal something. Look, I did try my best to scare the shit out of this guy, because as I was chasing him, I was shouting at him about what I'm going to do with him, and and I was telling him that I've got him on camera and I'm going to the cops and everything, hopefully scaring him away. But obviously, you know, the unfortunate reality is we need to start being a lot more secure. So Belinda had a little bit of a stress because, you know, she's the one that had some of the worst experiences in South Africa. So she took everything of value that can be carried out of the garage. Well, she left the weights because the thinking is that some homeless guy is probably not going to walk away with 50 kilos of weights. It's going to be a long haul down the hill with that. So we left some of the stuff outside. Belinda found a long cable and tied up the bicycle. So if he wants to take the bicycles, he'll have to carry all three of them. And you know, I'm now going to put another camera on, and we're now going to get a little security system just so that there's an alarm that goes off if somebody comes along. It's just so unnecessary. And I feel sorry for these guys. I mean, really, if you don't have a job or you're homeless or you are addicted to drugs and you don't know how to get out of it, I mean, that's a shitty situation, don't get me wrong. For not one moment do I think these guys have the easy end of the stick. It really sucks, and I'm really sorry for them, but it's a catch-22, you know. I'm sorry for them, but what do? I also do not want somebody to come to my house and take my stuff. That's just also not okay, you know. Whose rights are... He has the right to be homeless and he has the right to be addicted to drugs if that's the way that it goes, but do I not have the right to also be safe and to be able to keep my stuff outside my house without it getting stolen? It's actually such a sad situation. Look, it's still a million times better than South Africa. Here, at least I will run out. In South Africa, I wouldn't go out if there's anybody outside. I would just call the security. Over here, the guy is a lone vagabond. I mean, he sees me, he runs away. In South Africa, you know, it's not like that. Most of the time, it wasn't like that. You have to live in secure complexes and stuff like that. So, anyway, for the rest, everything is still going great. We might have some good news in the next few days. But we'll keep you updated. For the rest, everything is hunky-dory. All right, folks, have a good one. Cheers.